Hello, my friends. I'm New Artist Spotlight founder Ed Eagle, and I'm proud to bring you another episode of NAS Song Stories, where we get a glimpse into the magic behind some of your favorite songs as told directly by the artists who created them. From the first inspiration to the meaning behind the lyrics and much more, it's the kind of deep dive you'll only find here on NAS Radio. So sit back, relax, and enjoy an intimate hour with this week's featured artist.
G'day Groovers, it's Mick from Mick's Reaction. Today or tonight or wherever you are, I'm going to take you back in time and lead you on a bit of a chronological order from where I started releasing music up until they kicked me out of here. So, a couple of years ago, I decided I'd really like to hear how some of my music sounded outside of my head, fully produced and done all proper like. So I went about looking for a studio that might accommodate that, and I found one which I could walk to in 10 minutes from my house, which is pretty amazing because I don't live in a capital city or anything. I live on the central coast of New South Wales, which is a couple of hours north of Sydney. And not only was that a fantastic find, but the guy who ran the place is an absolute legend, a great guy, and he really knows his stuff. Simon Dobson of Lake House Audio. I couldn't have asked for a better person to put my stuff together. So I had put aside funds to do 5 songs, and I thought I can release those and I'll be happy with that. Just getting it out there and really for myself. But I was very surprised at how many people were actually interested in my music. Especially after I found New Artist Spotlight, which was an amazing place to be, full of absolutely amazing people. I can't speak highly enough of the place. From Ed Eagle, the founder, down to people who started yesterday. They're all supportive and all trying to help each other on their way when nobody else will, and all for free. When I try and tell people about this place, they think it's some sort of scam. How can anybody offer all these things and do it from the kindness of their heart? Well, that's what we do. So, the first song I ever recorded properly is called Incredible to Me Now. I wrote this song probably early 90s, 1990, and I was not living my best life, I guess you could say. I was on my own, living in a crappy little unit on a major road in Sydney, which got broken into a couple of times, and my car got broken into, and I had a crappy job, and life wasn't the best. So what do you do as a muso? You write a song. Still have my guitar, and music always makes me feel better. Whether it's a happy song or a sad song, always makes me feel better. So I wrote this song. This song is of a love that is lost, looking back and thinking, well, if I knew then what I know now, then I would have made different choices. Looking back on it, it seems incredible to me now. So, this is my baby, my first song, and it's still my favourite. I don't know if that's because it's my best song, or I was just so wrapped in the way it came out. It came out much better than it sounded in my head. So I hope you enjoy it. Sit back and listen to Incredible to Me Now. Seems incredible to me now that I could let you go. If I only knew then what I know now, I'd never let you go. Seems incredible to me now. I've lost the will to reach. I've died inside somewhere, somehow. You're so far out of reach. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why. Yes, it seems it seems incredible to me now. Now we're both alone. If you could believe me, I'd make this vow. We'd never be alone. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why. Yes, it seems I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why. Yes, it seems it seems incredible to me now that I could let you go. If I only knew then what I know now, I'd never let you go. that effect at the end there where it goes. That, and also the guitar part that plays a lot through it, which actually sounds a bit like a keyboard to me, is an old school loop tape thing, which has like one spool and the rest of the tape just goes loopy loop all around the place and just goes flying, and you can slow down and speed it up. So you play your guitar through it, and you can doing all that kind of thing, all old school. And that bit at the end was just Simon letting my guitar go and wind all the way down, which is a pretty cool effect. Now, song number 2 is called World of Thirds. This song was completely different when I first wrote it. Wasn't about a world of thirds at all. I rejigged it for recording, changed the lyrics. The music was pretty much the same, but I wanted to have a bit of a message about how there is a world of thirds. So there's third world countries, so we must be a world of thirds. The picture on the cover, if you notice, is a picture of the globe of the world, and it has a peace sign overlaid on top of it, but it has the bottom piece of the peace sign, ripped out, which turns the picture into thirds. Probably a bit hard to explain through audio, but I hope you get the picture. So without peace, the world is a world of thirds. Hey, a metaphor. So yes, basically the song talks about how politicians, religious leaders, whoever's in power, could be doing more to make sure that the wars don't continue. It's now 2023 and there are wars all over the place because of greedy leaders. It's about time that the people just said, nah, we're not doing this anymore. Feed the people, stop bloody wars. Anyway, that should have solved it, I guess, my little rant. Next I'm working on a total cure for AIDS. And what's that other thing? Oh yeah, COVID. Now the chorus, I've been to the mountain, is kind of a quote from Martin Luther King, where he was basically saying that one day we'll all get to the top of the mountain, look over and see that there's no inequalities in the world anymore. That mountain is bloody high, I can tell you. We're not there yet. And that's why I say at the end of the song, I don't like the view, because the view ain't that good just yet. So settle back and listen as I solve the world's problems yet again. Here is World of Thirds.
Talk to your blue in the face, but I can't hear you, there's no breathing space. Hands on top, they just pull away. They think you mean it, so what else can I say? I can scream at the sky, but you be ashamed? Oh, I'll be the first when I'm okay. Last in line is first to die. Someone should help, but surely not I.
And just in case it went unnoticed, those beeps at the end there were the Morse code SOS. And as Monty Python would say, now for something completely different. The third song I released is called Thanks Very Much. This song I had kicking around in my head for years, but not as a song, as a sign to put on the front door, because I absolutely hate people coming to my door to try and sell me stuff, especially religion. And do they take no for an answer? No, they don't. So I wanted to put a sign on the door saying, no sales, no surveys, no saviours, thanks very much. But my good lady didn't think that was a good idea. So instead, once I'd started recording with Simon Dobson at Lake House Audio, the song just kind of came into my head, and I just started writing it. And it's a simple song. I'm a simple person. And it was actually really slow when I first started. And I was talking to a mate of mine and saying, look, I know this isn't just quite right. And I know it's too slow, but there's something else. And he said, it needs something different. It's too predictable. And at the time, I just had like the 3 verses and chorus and stuff like that. And even though it was already too long and too slow, I decided to add something to it and just make it faster. Because a comedy song really needs to be short and snappy, and you can't just keep drawing out the same joke over and over again. So I inserted the bit about inviting people in for a cup of tea, and that was the answer to make it as good as I think it is anyway. So Simon and I had a ball creating this song. He'd never done a comedy song before, and so we were doing all sorts of sound effects in the studio, knocking on doors, ringing doorbells, getting baby crying sounds, and I was doing character voices, and it was just really good fun and a great time. And when I went on to do the video for it, I had a ball doing that, playing all the different parts. I'm the baby, I'm pretty much everybody except for the teddy. And unbelievably, because we weren't long out of lockdown, on the day I'm filming at my house, a guy actually came to the door to sell us roller blinds. Unbelievable. Unfortunately, I was getting changed and I didn't have time to grab a camera and take a photo of him. But I would have, and that would have been fun. Anyway, please enjoy. Thanks very much.
Sleeping in last Friday, me RDO. The salesman came creeping, wouldn't you know? Ringing the doorbell, then a pounding knock. Scared me awake, set it all off. I said, oh fuck. The dog went nuts, the baby woke up, I'll have his guts. I said, no sales, no surveys, no saviours. Thanks very much. Saturday arvo, watching the game. A clipboard man arrived, and to the door he came, ringing the doorbell, then a pounding knock. Scared me awake and set it all up. I said, oh fuck. The dog went nuts, the baby woke up, I'll have his guts. I said, no sales, no surveys, no saviours. Thanks very much. Recovering Sunday, had a bit too much. Godfathers come around, looking for an easy touch. Ringing the doorbell, then a pounding knock. Scared me awake and set it all off. I said, why don't you come in and have a cup of tea? Why don't you tell me all about this God of yours? Bullshit. I said, fuck. The dog went nuts, the baby woke up, I'll have his guts. I said, no sales, no surveys, no saviours. Thanks very much. I said, oh fuck. The dog went nuts, the baby woke up, I'll have his guts. I said, no sales, no surveys, no saviours. Thanks very much. I said, no sales, no surveys, no saviours. Thanks very much.
Now, as a serious musician, I don't want people to think that I just do comedy songs all the time. But I do enjoy them, and I also think that for a relatively new artist who is coming up on 60 years old pretty soon, here, then I need to do some different stuff to stand out. And just doing love songs, no matter how bloody brilliant I might think they are, isn't going to cut it, because there are hundreds of brilliant songs brought out every day. And just in NAS alone, there are thousands of songs which are absolutely brilliant. So for me, what I do is every now and then I do something a bit way out there, like Thanks Very Much. And people seem to like that too, so that's good. However, my fourth song is a love song and is called The First Kiss. Now, this song, I recorded again with Simon Dobson, and I was saying to him how 80s sounds were in again. And I had an idea with the guitar lead that we might use an 80s sort of sounding effect. And Simon thought that was a good idea. He also said to me that 90s sounds and effects are also in. So we put an 80s effect on, we put a 90s effect on, and he also used some more modern effects to get that guitar sound which plays throughout the whole song, which I really like and I hope other people like as well. I've often wondered, is it easier to write an in-love song or a song about heartbreak? And I reckon, just my opinion, it's easier to write a heartbreak song because you have a lot more time to write a heartbreak song because you're on your own and you're sad. And when you're in love, you're busy doing other stuff. So you don't really have the time to write an in-love song. Just my opinion. Take that for what you will. Anyway, this song is all about the first kiss and the wonderful euphoria that goes along with it. I hope the rock beat behind this conveys that message. Please enjoy The First Kiss.
1, 2.
Close
So, can't have an in-love song without a yang, and this next song is a heartbreak song yet again. This is called 12 O'Clock Again. Now I want you to come real close to the radio. Come on, really close. Uncle Mick's got something, not that close, okay. Uncle Mick's got something to tell you about 12 O'Clock Again. This was my grandmother's favourite song of mine. She lost her wonderful husband to Parkinson's disease way too early, and she missed him dearly for the rest of her life. And 12 O'Clock Again is about yearning for a love that is lost, and somehow this song always brought Jack back to her somehow. Now, some people don't think 12 o'clock's very late to still be awake yearning for someone, but you have to remember, I'm in Australia, so in Australia at 12 o'clock is much later than it is in the rest of the world, right? No? Doesn't make sense? Okay. In that case, why don't we just have a listen to 12 O'Clock Again. It's raining. That sets the scene.
Again, another sleepless night that's never gonna end. I guess I'll never get it right. I woke up this morning dreaming of something better. Call it a warning of us never getting together. Sounds fill the air, keeping me company. It just isn't fair. Does it always have to be? Me sitting here alone, feeling sorry for myself, picking me to the bone, wanting that someone else.
Sadly, that was the end of my time with Simon at Lakehouse Audio. Thank you, Simon. You are an absolute legend of a person and a producer. So, turning to producing stuff myself, it's not easy. I'm not very good at it. I'm learning a bit, and hopefully I'm getting better each time. But yeah, that's the way it goes. Out of funds, got to do my best. So, the first one I tried is what you're listening to right now. This is called My Mother the Artist. This, because it's all basically just done with synthesizers through the BandLab DAW that I use, wasn't too hard to put together. But I was never actually going to release it as a song in its own right. I put it together to go with pictures for a YouTube video that I made, which has a lot of my mother's paintings. So this song was just to underscore that, so you had something to listen to while you were looking at the paintings. But a couple of people said it was good in its own right, so I thought, why not, I'll put it out. My mother passed away a few years ago now, but she was brilliant in not only being a mum, but everyone's mum is brilliant, aren't they? But she had an artistic streak which didn't so much run to music, but painting, cake decorating, sewing, knitting, anything she put her mind to, she was brilliant at. And I did not get her patience. Some of the cakes that she made, she would make individual flowers that would take her ages, and that would just be one amongst a garden of beautiful flowers on top of a cake. Just amazing. So my father, who is still with us, was always so proud of my mother that he asked if I could put something together, and so I did. This one goes with the paintings, and the song, which I'll just magically put on now, I put with some of her cake designs. I actually had to put on some of the pictures on the YouTube video for this one, which I called Diane King, the Artist. That they were actually cakes, because some of them look like a bunch of flowers. Some of them look like computers. Some of them are just absolutely amazing. Wonderful lady, and sorely missed by all. I can tell you that anyone who ever had a cake made for their birthday or special occasion, they may forget every other cake that they ever had, but they won't forget that one. So now, a poor boy left to his own devices without Simon Dobson to help him decides that he still wants to release music, and the only way to go about that is to dive in and try and do it himself. So, knowing that he's got no idea what he's doing, he starts talking about himself in the third person and decides, well, here's what I did. I decided that it probably wasn't going to come out very well. So, Halloween was coming up, and I thought, well, if I do a spooky Halloween song, anything that comes out and sounds like rubbish, I can just say it's meant to be there. It's part of the scary bits. and to some extent, I almost got away with it. And so I won't subject you to too much more of it. Here it is, The Shadow.
Yeah, we got to go. Look at the Sunday. Sun burns bright, gotta shut your eyes. I don't wanna get there. The shadow sings and you can't get away. I don't wanna get there.
I did enjoy doing all the spooky effects, and these spooky little girls are actually all me. Oh, that was good fun. So I just sang in in what I think is a little boy voice, and then changed the pitch, and it just worked straight away, and nobody was more surprised than me. That sounded like three scary girls, and doing the scary laughs and all that kind of stuff. That was good fun too. And that's enough of that. And now for Mushy Love Songs at Midnight with MIK. Here we go with one of the sappiest lovey-dovey love songs that you've ever heard. This is called So Close to Me, and it's about the perfect day with your perfect someone, and it's got every cliche you could possibly want. It's got pink champagne, it's got horses, it's got a rowboat, it's got it all. And if you like your mushy love songs extra mushy, stay tuned. This is it. This is the one. So Close to Me.
So close it hurt to someone you love. The feeling too hard to put into words how I feel with you. You're thinking that you're just not sure. You know I've never hurt you. I never liked two eyes like yours, the blue or the dream time. And that time is so gray and cold, oh, I need you home. Cling to me, 'cause I need to hold you so close. So close to me. I'll tell you what I see. So close to me. I'll tell you what I see. A perfect day with pink champagne on a little rowboat. Two beautiful horses with flowing manes head down from the bank. For a picnic for two with an ocean view on a beach of our own. Just lay around with nothing to do and feel so good inside. Feel so good inside. And that time is so gray and cold, oh, I need you warm. Cling to me, 'cause I need to hold you so close. And that time is so gray and cold, oh, I need you warm. Cling to me, 'cause I need to hold you so close to me. I'll tell you what I see. So close to me. So close to me. So close to me. So close to me. So close to me.
Mush. So, towards the end of 2022, I started doing a few collaborations with other artists, which I have absolutely loved doing. Most of them are better mixers than I am, so that certainly helps it sound better. But I'm going to skip collaborations this time. Maybe there's another show in collaborations. We'll have to see how that goes. So, moving right along, we're on to a song which is called Tough Guy, with a question mark. This is not my normal kind of genre. It's an electronic kind of thing, and I've altered my voice electronically, which I don't normally do, to I don't know, to make it more ominous, whatever. This song is about domestic violence, and there are several people in my extended family who have suffered from this personally, that I know of. There's probably a lot more, which is disgusting. Mainly men carrying out this kind of behaviour, which, I mean, I might be an old-fashioned kind of guy, but I thought it was a job of a man to protect his family, not to cause them harm. If that's an old-fashioned opinion, then I'm sorry about that, but at least not do them any harm still stands. And I can't believe that it still goes on. The people that carry this out, you might have to bleep this, are a weak piece of shit. Sorry, it makes me so angry. And I know it's not just physical violence, it's also sexual and monetary and all sorts of different ways. Just, it should not be anymore. So, this is not the best song in the world, by half, but I just needed to get my feelings out about it. So, I would say enjoy, endure. This is Tough Guy.
Such a tough guy. Somehow it's your right to make her cry. You don't own her, it's not do or die. She doesn't deserve another black eye.
fucking disgrace. How do you sleep? Look at her face. Time to end the cycle. Start with yourself. End this right now. Go and get help.
Does it make you feel big? Does it make you feel strong? Does it fill you with power to make her feel wrong? You can't really love her and treat her like this. To show who's in charge by raising your fist.
Now, on a lighter note, this has been a fantastic opportunity. Thank you, New Artist Spotlight. Thank you, Ed. I have really enjoyed my time here. I don't think I've got much time left, so I'm going to leave you with another comedy song. This one's called Good to Know, and it is about running into an ex and having them tell you just how much better off they're doing without you. Isn't that fun? Yes, that's a lot of fun. And like I said, I don't think I've got much time left. So it's been good to be here. Good to know you. Here's the song, Good to Know. Cop you later. 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's true, I'm so happy for you. Yes, it's great that he's so well off. I know it through, and you can do what you like. Yes, I'm a state, and I must look a fright. Oh, I see. A doctor for kids, and last week I won't believe what he did. He saved a kitten that was stuck up a tree, and of course he's much smarter than me. He loves to go for walks, he always listens when you talk. He wants to know about your day, I'm starting to think this guy is gay, I gotta go. He's a gentleman, not a child, you'll find his next and nearly filed. Yes, my Twitter post, you suck, and I'm sure it's better, fuck, that's good to know. That you want a divorce, lucky for you. That he's hung like a horse, oh how nice. He volunteers for the poor and buys you stuff. He says that's what money's for. as well, they didn't like me. Yes, it was easy to tell, no, I don't mind that you took all our friends, lucky for me. Please don't tell me again. He loves to go for walks, he always listens when you talk, wants to know about your day. I'm starting to think this guy is gay, I gotta go. He's a gentleman, not a child, you'll find his nails on neatly filed. Yes, my Twitter post to suck, and I'm sure he's better, fuck, that's good to know. He loves to go for walks, he always listens when you talk, he wants to know about your day. Starting to think this guy is gay, I gotta go. He's a gentleman, not a child, you'll find his nails on neatly filed. Yes, my Twitter posts do suck, and I'm sure he's better, fuck, that's good to know.
Yeah, that's great.
So good to know. Thank you for telling me so.
Really?
It's so good to know.
This has been Mixed Reaction. Copulator.